everybody and welcome to the channel Bob Sales this time's next year.
There it is.
Jurassic Park is a 1993 film directed by Steven Spielberg. This film is the first installment in the Jurassic Park franchise. Jurassic Park is actually based on a Michael Crichton's novel, a 1990s novel of the same name. So the film itself is set on a fictional island near Costa Rica. John Hammond, a wealthy businessman, and a team of genetics scientists have created a wildlife park of the extinct dinosaurs. I'm sure there's not one of you that hasn't seen this film, so I'm going to skip the story a little bit and get into some bits what you probably didn't know. So Michael's novel wasn't even published by the time 4 studios had already put in bids for the film rights. In fact, Titanic director James Cameron was close to securing this and was literally hours away. Warner Brother Pictures was also trying to purchase this. They actually had Tim Burton in mind as the director. But with the backing of Universal Studios, Spielberg acquired the rights for $1.5 million. This was before its publication in 1990. Michael was also paid an additional $500,000 to adapt the novel on screen. Now little did the other bidders know that Spielberg has actually been talking with the author all the way through the writing process. So essentially had his foot in the door already. So filming for the films took place in California, but the jungle scenes were mainly in Hawaii. Now in the story, like I said, the film is based near Costa Rica. However, due to the lack of infrastructure, lack of roads, the choice is actually made to film in Hawaii. Now the dinosaurs themselves were created with groundbreaking computer generated imagery by Industrial Light and Magic. The film did also feature life-size animatronic dinosaurs built by Stan Wilson's team. At the time, Stan Wilson's team and himself was one of the best animatronic experts and stop motion experts at the time. Stan Wilson was actually signed on to make all the dinosaurs in the film, but this was later changed as a new tech was coming out and being created. Once Stan was actually shown the tech, was actually shown the first dinosaur, he instantly knew that he was about to be the dinosaur and become extinct. Overnight, the future of the films would use less animatronics and more CGI. However, the studio actually implemented Stan's animatronics, stop animation and special effects alike. The animatronic T-Rex that actually starred in Jurassic Park was 6 meters high, 12 meters long and weighed close to 6 tons. A fun fact, so in the car scene it actually starts malfunctioning due to getting wet. The bit when the T-Rex hits the car roof and the windows collapse on the kids, this was not supposed to happen. Yes, the T-Rex was supposed to get close to it, but was not actually supposed to go into it. The screams from the kids are in fact genuine. To showcase the film's sound design, which included a mixture of various animal noises, Spielberg invested in the creation of DTS. This is of course a company specialising in digital surround sound. In fact, nearly every TV, every DVD player now has this function.
They wanted me to do some of the very earliest design what the dinosaurs might sound like. Swans. And this is a dog. So you put them together and then it gives a little more personality. The chirps, this is a baby ostrich. It changes gears and have more of a broadband pink noise sound. So when it finally goes for it, switch to rattlesnake.
This film was also backed by a massive $65 million marketing campaign, which included licensing deals with over 100 companies. Jurassic Park was of course a blockbuster hit and went on to gross over $914 million worldwide in its original run. This film actually became bigger than E.T. and was only knocked off the top spot by Titanic in 1997, which was directed by James Cameron. The film received wide acclaim from critics who praised its special effects, sound design, horror sequences, John Williams' score, and of course Spielberg's direction. This film won over 20 awards. That included 3 Academy Awards for technical advancements, achievements in visual effects and sound. In fact, following its 20th anniversary re-release in 2013, Jurassic Park became the oldest film in history to surpass 1 billion in ticket sales. This film is definitely regarded as one of the greatest films of all time and a turning point in cinema history. Jurassic Park's pioneering use of computer-generated imagery is considered to have paved the way for the special effects and practices of today's cinema. In 2018, the film was actually selected for preservation in the United States National Film Registry by the Library of Congress. It was deemed culturally, historically and aesthetically significant. Since then there's actually been 5 sequels: Lost World in 1997, Jurassic Park 3 in 2001, Jurassic World in 2015, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom in 2018, and in 2022 they also made Jurassic World Dominion. There's also been television series, cartoons, video games, theme park attraction, comic books and various merchandise. In fact, I have quite a few Jurassic Park Kenner toys myself. So let's talk about some of the drops and where they actually come from and how significant they are. So we all know the big scene, the Dilophosaurus scene. This scene actually includes Dennis Nerdry's computer, the Dilophosaurus itself, and of course the cryocan. But first off, did they get the dinosaur right? This dinosaur was actually one of the largest carnivores of the early Jurassic period. It gets its name from the 2 thin crusts of bone on the top of its head. These were probably used for display to attract the female. Now its thrill and its ability to spit venom at its prey is actually made up. There is no proof it had such abilities. This dinosaur is normally found in northern Arizona. It didn't actually have forward-facing eyes to give it the stereo vision. It actually probably used scent more to help with its hunting and tracking prey. Now we're getting the computer, which I think is very random. However, the scene is very popular and it's very iconic. Dennis Nerdry was a computer programmer at Jurassic Park. Due to his financial problems and low salary, he accepted a bribe from a different company to smuggle dinosaur embryos off the island. In his attempt, he shuts down the security with software he makes, and he never makes his journey as he's actually killed. Now that does bring us to the very iconic shaving can. Of course, this was used to smuggle the embryos themselves. One of the set designers actually tasked with finding a can suitable was literally told to find any shaving can. So this brand shaving can does actually exist. It is a real company. He initially said that he liked the name, he liked the bright colours, and it stood out from all the rest. And I think we can all agree that if we was to see that can on the shelf, you'd instantly recognise it. Anyway, after Dennis's death, 23 years later, the can was eventually found by Lewis Dodginson. This was then used in future films. Now, as I say, I'm a toy collector. I do actually know how much this can's going to cost you in real life. And yes, it's that important. They did actually make a model of this. So if you wanted to match your physical, Paragon FX Group has you covered. It is actually known for its high detail replicas of famous movie props. They have actually partnered with Universal Pictures and Amblin Entertainment for a limited edition recreation of the iconic Barbasol can. This release is also to honour the 30th anniversary of Jurassic Park this summer. But like InGen trade secrets, this product doesn't come cheap. This actually retails for $400.
You didn't say the magic word.
Please! God damn it!
Now we also have the Mr. DNA. Of course, he was used in the first film in one of the best scenes to explain how the dinosaurs were created, how they were made.
Oh, Mr. DNA, where did you come from? From your blood. DNA strand, like me, is a blueprint for building a living thing. And sometimes animals that went extinct millions of years ago, like dinosaurs, left their blueprints behind for us to find.
Celebrate the 30th anniversary of Jurassic Park with 4 digital collectibles. They drop in blind box waitlist format Saturday the 4th of November, 8 AM P, which right now is 3 PM UK time. Fair warning, on the next James Bond drop, it is actually back to 4 PM UK time, folks. List price for all these collectibles is going to be 35 gems. That's actually 10 gems higher than Series 1 drops. First edition for public sale is going to be the usual 41, and they have a mixture of FE and FE tags. A total of 90 of each rarity will be withheld by veve and the licensed source. First off, we have the Jurassic Park gate. Yes, ladies and gents, we actually 2 years later have the door. This one is listed as interactive because it opens and closes, and this will be classed as the uncommon. This will be mint in 2,993 editions. I will now play that animation in full, uninterrupted. So there doesn't actually appear to be any sound with the gate. Did you also know this gate was inspired by the King Kong film in 1933, the original King Kong, which now makes Dr. Malcolm's line a really good Easter egg.
What do they got in there, King Kong?
Also, they did make a slight error with that door. The door would actually hold the dinosaurs, but I'm not sure about the gap in the fence. The next addition dropping to the veve app is the Tyrannosaurus Rex. This will be classed as a rare and is also interactive. And this is possibly my favourite of the bunch. She will be mint in 1993 editions. Now this one is listed as an FE as is in statue form. It actually appears you can toggle the T-Rex to fossilised T-Rex. And again, that's veve improving, showing a new drop style we haven't seen before. And this actually looks perfect for me, and I really do like this item. But did you know this sign was actually made for a reason? It was a nod to a film from the 1970s when dinosaurs ruled the earth. Also, did you know the ending was never in the script? But I'm glad we got the one we did because it's one of the best scenes in movies ever. I remember watching this scene for the very first time and it actually gave me goosebumps. Now the baby velociraptor in the egg is the ultra rare. Now this one is animated with sound. This one will be mint in 1393 edition. Although it looks very red, it actually does in the hatching scene in Jurassic Park 1. This is down to the lighting in the scene itself. The next edition is the John Hammond's cane. This is a secret rare and there is no animation or sound. This one will be mint in 993 editions. And a fun fact for you, also did you know the mosquito inside is actually an elephant mosquito? They are the only mosquitoes that don't actually suck blood. So getting dino DNA from this one would have been an impossibility. So I have no idea why the price went up. However, I would say these are better quality than the last series. Now the last didn't sell out at 25 gems. So I expect with the price going up, it's going to do more of the same. Again, from a personal point of view, Jurassic Park is one of the biggest fandoms to exist. Even creating the first movies themselves, the movie making process, that changed a lot of people's lives and it changed cinema for the rest of our time. Now I like every single edition and I see the significance in every single piece. But I did last time and many didn't. So with this one, I don't really want to guess on prices this time. However, I am going to go for the drop personally, but these are better than the first series drop. In my honest personal opinion, all the Jurassic Park stuff is undervalued. So anyway, let me know your thoughts. Like and subscribe or the T-Rex will eat you. I've been your host, Bob Sales. This time next year, we will be millionaires. A peace.
Keep absolutely still.